Hurry home. Oh, these people are fucking weird as fuck. I just read that shit and I'm like, what? I think people just like type shit just to type. Oh my god, man. What is wrong with these people? I just don't know. Don't know what's wrong with them. Hey, Lucky. You fell asleep. That's good. That's when I like everybody when they fall asleep. When people fall asleep and they are sleeping, that's when I love them the most. Hey, Fever, how you doing? You good? Did I open your message on in your my DM? I think so. Yeah, I believe I did. It should show you that I did. You're okay? Just been animating. Oh, cool. Nice. Long as you're being long as you're doing what you want to do, hey, that's a good thing. Gotta clean my eyes. Yeah, I tell you, go for it. Go look for a job. You never know what you're gonna find. Never limit yourself to one thing or two things. Go for it. You never know. You might stumble on somebody's loss and you're again. People get fired and hired every day. So sometimes you might walk into something and bang, it's you're there at the right time. Okay, well at least they replied. At least they spoke to you and said something, so that's good. It shows that you're in the radar. So that's a good thing. If they actually are making contact, then that's good. I would consider that a good thing. Yeah. Well, the only thing I just suggest to you is to keep trying to find, keep trying to find a job. That's all you got to do. What the fuck? Just keep trying to find a job. That's all. That's all you can do. If you're home doing nothing, then nothing's gonna happen. If you're out there looking, then you put it forward. The universe will put you in the right place at the right time. At least that's what I think. So all you can do is try. Try and try and try. Oh shit. My friend Mystical's online too. Shit, I didn't even know she was on. Hey Maria. I'm Maria. I'm Maria. I'm Maria. What's up, Virgo? How you doing, sweetie? You good? And Maria, pain in the ass. This woman's such a pain in the ass. She's beyond my pain in the ass. You're good laying down? That's good. If I was there, I'd lay down next to you and sleep. I need a break from all these damn people. Yes, I know what you did. That's why you're a pain in the ass. Yeah, bring out your tea. Make sure it's nice and hot because you're gonna listen to a whole pile of sagas and novellas and the same shit, different day scenarios. Mm. So you see what this woman just said, right? She says we drank coffee, we had lunch, chatted, actually said we truly love each other, and you melted. So what the fuck you need me to read you for? That's what I want to know. Huh? You be in a relationship in love and people like ain't even got no love life and they be like not even asking anything. This woman got everything and she's still asking every day. Oh good lord, man. I tell you, bro. The things I gotta put up with. Yeah, I saw what you wrote. The paragraph you wrote me. Remember, every time I read that energy, it pretty much says that he's jealous that that person was talking to you because he he doesn't want somebody to take you from him. And you keep telling him that you love his ass and you want to give him some coochie and shit, and it's still not good enough. You need to try something else. You need to get a sign and put it around your neck. Do not talk to me. My boyfriend is jealous. Some guys be like, I don't give a fuck if your boyfriend is jealous. I'm gonna holler at you anyway. You be like, take that sign off. You're making me look stupid. Oh, Mark told me to do it. Who the fuck's Mark? You talking to another guy? That's it. That's it. My name about him, he's jealous as shit. He'd be like, but that was a while ago. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, when you're drunk, you tell the truth. So you must have said something to him. You probably said, look, Walter, you fucking around, you're gonna find out, buddy. You don't want this coochie, I'll put it on somebody else. You'd be like, yeah, all right. All right, biatch. I got you. Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure you did. So what I get in the cards is he has a lot of anxiety and he doesn't want to be embarrassed by you or anybody else. That's why he says those things. He's doubtful. He's still doubting that these men have something to do with you or you did something with some men. He's still like, right. The thing is like he still thinks that that night was a careless and crazy night, right? And he still thinks that you might be like still giving other guys the time of day. That's what gives him anxiety, and that's what makes him like feel kind of like hesitant on doing too many things. Like it runs in the back of his mind that he thinks that these men are coming up to you on purpose to get to him or make or he's mad that when a man comes up to you or says anything to you. Because what I get here is he's always thinking that there's another man, could be your ex, could be these other guys. Like he gets irritated when he thinks about it. He just seems like one of those jealous type of guys. And Scorpio men can be that way. Because when they think somebody belongs to them, they'll make a fuss. They'll be like, "Yeah, you sure you want me or you want that guy you were with?" They get jealous real quick. You can't even look at their girl and they'll get mad. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, exactly. But that's gonna happen anyway. You could have like a regular woman that looks regular and somebody will like her anyway. Some people think it's a challenge to go after somebody's wife or somebody's girl. They just do it on purpose just to piss the guy off and vice versa. You know what I mean? Yeah, Dan, I did. I had a good day, man. All went well, blessed. Everybody's good. Mom and dad's good. My sister's on a business trip. She's doing great. Just finished talking to her for about half an hour. She was telling me about her time in Atlanta right now. And me, I've just been working here and there. I came live earlier. Had dinner with my nephews and stuff. Took them to their volleyball practice. So I've been busy. Had a busy day, but a good day though. And I hope you have too. Hope your mom is good. So like I told you, Maria, he's worried about other men trying to get to you and you giving them the time of day. That's the only thing he's hesitant about and like and has anxiety over. And he doesn't want to get that's why he told you what he told you today, because he doesn't want to be embarrassed by you. He doesn't want you to like, string him along and then have some other guy in your energy and like play him. But the only way he thinks like that is because that's probably what his baby mama did to him. Well, I'm glad today is better. Don't worry, Dan. We won't tell Walter about the smooches. Yeah, I believe so. That's why he's so paranoid with you. He thinks you're gonna do the same thing to him. So it's always so. This is what I'm gonna explain to you, and I explain this a lot about a lot of people. When you get cheated on, you automatically think you're always gonna get cheated on, and if you keep thinking that you're gonna get cheated on, then you will, because you bring the energy to you. Even if the person never cheats, you're still gonna believe that they did one day. So that day you got drunk and you acted up, he probably said, "Yeah, she probably got drunk and you know was with another guy." And I don't even know, and I won't ever know. But maybe she did. Let me bring it up and see if I can aggravate her or tell her or say something to her. So it's his insecurity. Yeah, I tell you, he investigated. All right, for the next few days, he's gonna feel like he can understand you and love you and care for you and stuff. But I feel like he still might be kind of like immature or not really like, himself. Looks like he'll be kind of petty with little things here and there, like saying things like he said to you today. Looks like he still doubts and has suspicions about you and other men and things like that. And if you're telling him the truth, he's just going through a phase right now. See, the retrograde's coming up. So he does know and does understand that you're sympathetic, you're loving, you're friendly, you're kind to him. You show your expression to him. He knows you love him and all that, but it still bothers him. Yeah, I'm telling you right now because I asked what's gonna happen between you guys in the next few days. So he fails to control his petty emotions. Sometimes he'll get into that stage where, okay, Dan. Sometimes, like, see how today he said those things, and you're like, what the fuck? He comes up as the Emperor Reverse, which is a man who has petty emotions, a guy who acts immature from time to time and says stupid shit. And you look at him like, what the fuck? You know? But the thing is, I think he's just trying to do this to see if you really value his friendship and relationship with him. Like, he's always gonna be. You know what else I get? What Spirit's telling me in the back here is the guy that he doesn't like that went up to you the guy who he's mad at and jealous about. He's obviously heard things about this guy, all right? And this guy is making him pissed off because this guy has things that he has wealth or he has like probably more than Walter does. So he thinks that you're gonna end up going to this guy, or if this guy really pressures you, that you'll leave Walter for him. But see, obviously, you're not gonna do that. But even if you do, I don't care. But I'm sure he does. So maybe he's threatened. Maybe you can let me know that, but maybe he feels threatened because the guy who this is probably has more than him. Right. Very true, Fever. Right. So this Jeffrey guy, if he's like a wealthy guy or he's well known or if he's like the type of guy that, would take somebody's girl, then yeah, he's probably like feels threatened by Jeffrey. Right. See, and then that makes it even more awkward. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm getting. That's what I heard from Spirit just now that he's jealous of Jeff because Jeff might have a little more than him or has more than him or just, is mad that, Jeff came up to you and started talking shit. Well, most men and women are like that anyway. They're insecure and they just don't trust anybody because they've been through bullshit. Yep. But that's true. The grass always looks greener on the other side, but it might not be. It'll eventually turn into weeds. That's why I always tell people, you know what you have, you don't know what you're about to go get. So it's up to you whether you want to change or not. Because you might even get something worse than what you have. And I know a lot of people that made that bad mistake. Tons. Yeah, of course. If he told you he loved you, then yeah. That's what I mean, I don't get nothing bad between you and him. I just get that listen, every time I pull cards on him and you, he's always the issue. It's him. It's his energy, his jealousy, his insecurity, his past, what's going on right now. He's just one of those guys that are never going to really trust you 100%. He's always going to think that, you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. Just like how you told him about your ex coming to see the kids all of a sudden. He's like, go fuck, blah, blah, blah. All those things pile up, and makes him, wonder and think. Well, see, if he keeps asking about this guy all the time, then, he doesn't want to look too jealous. But it's obviously that because the guy comes up reversing the card, so it's obviously about a man. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah. You never listen to me anyway, you just hear me. I tell you, he doesn't have to know none of that shit. He doesn't tell you what his baby mama and his son does. So you don't say nothing to him either. It's none of his business. You just keep it like, the way you're supposed to. Your personal lives should not be like mentioned with the other person you have kids with. That's your business and that person's business. Nah, I don't get that. No. I just get that he personally thinks that, you might be doing something behind his back. He doubts you sometimes. Like he knows you're not doing nothing, but he still has it in the back of his mind. Like, I hope to God that she doesn't do anything with these people, you know? Which is normal. That's a normal thing for a jealous person to think. And a person that doesn't trust and a person that got cheated on. Those are things that are never gonna go away in a person's mind sometimes. And I tell people majority of the time that when you have a relationship where you got cheated on, you're always gonna think you're gonna get cheated on again. And if you do get cheated on again, you're probably never gonna be with nobody ever again. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna end up cheating on that person that was actually not cheating on you, and just to get back at a woman that didn't or a man that didn't even do nothing to you, which I've seen happen plenty of times too. But otherwise, that in the next couple of days, it looks like he'll appreciate you being kind to him and loving and caring, things like that. I just told you his damn feelings to you, woman. What do you do, deaf? I swear I talk to my hear myself. Am I speaking French today? I just basically told you his feelings. That he thinks you're loving and you're kind and you're friendly and he loves you, but he has these insecurities about his damn life. It's nothing to do with you. It's just him. He's overthinking everything like you do. You're perfect for each other. Crazy and crazier. Doubter and doubter. You worry too damn much. If he told you today he loves you and you told him you love him, that's all that matters. I tell you, the reason why he brings up Jeff because he thinks that that man's a threat to making you guys not connect. That's it. Of course he's not, because then his Jeff's mom is a teacher at the school. He's gonna cause problems with his work. He ain't gonna say nothing because he has no proof. And why say something anyway? That's dumb. That's why he's interrogating you and saying to you about it, because he don't want you to do anything. I don't think he's worried about Jeff. He's just jealous that Jeff might be a little more than him. Uh, I doubt it, but you never know. Well, if the email is about work, then there's nothing to worry about, right? Did he email you and say, "Hey, baby, you're looking good today," or "Can I see you tonight?" Did he say that, or did he talk about work? Lord Jesus, help me. He said you look nice in the email. Oh, good Lord. Jeff wants some coochie. Jeff wants Maria's coochie. And what did you write back? But see, you told Walter, but you shouldn't have. See, that shit there you gotta keep to yourself sometimes, because then you're gonna cause problems. Sometimes it's all right to just like accept a comment and not even tell your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Nah, but how is he gonna find out? He's gonna hack your fucking emails? You see what I'm saying? As long as you don't email him back. Oh. Okay, yeah, I understand what you said now. You said exactly that's why I told Walter. So I'm thinking you told Walter that he said that you look nice. You confusing the shit out of me. Well, it looks like he's trying to get your attention or to test you, you know. So yeah, always answer him back, you know, normal and professional. Yeah, see, you're doing the right thing. Exactly. Yeah. So that's a good thing. There's no reason to tell him that because that's what people do. They want to start trouble so that way they can get in between you and that person. Because some people are just dumb like that. They just like to cause problems, you know. So I wouldn't even say anything so it wasn't, so it doesn't, so it doesn't, escalate or get worse. Some things are best unsaid. So that way you don't cause more problems just by someone else's ignorance. But imagine if you did tell him that, then he would go back and say, what the fuck, bro? You're talking to my girl, telling her she looks nice and shit. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. If somebody you work with says, "Hey, Maria, you look nice," and keep up the good work, blah blah blah. If my girl never told me that, I could care less. Because at the end of the day, she's coming in to me, not to this mofo emailing her. You know? Yeah, I know what you know. What you should know, that to not worry. Because the more you worry, the more you bring worry to your relationship. I've already told you that 1,000 times. But see, you want something to go wrong. You want drama. You want the novella. You never listen to me. If he told you he ain't gonna do nothing stupid, then that's your answer. Yeah, yeah. I agree, Fever. Thanks for telling her that. 'Cause she don't listen to me. All right. To answer your damn question, anything you should know about your relationship with him, he said he would not do anything stupid. To me, I don't see anything here where he's talking to somebody else, right? He's not talking to his baby mama like that. That divorce or that, relationship is done. I already tell you that 1,000 times. He only loves you. I see you here, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, you, him being, trying to be mature about things, trying to sort everything else, but there's nobody else. There's nothing here. Nothing at all. It's just you, him, Ace of Cups, which I always tell you, the love is there. He has a lot of fake friendships. He has a lot of like, he doesn't want to have another troubled relationship or a divorce or a misunderstanding. He don't want none of that shit. I don't see any other woman here. So he's not gonna do anything stupid right now. Nope. He's not talking to any other woman, flirting with any other women, or talking to any woman in a sexual way. Nothing at all. Nada. Nothing at all. The only person that's there is you, like I said. See, Walter thinks that you're talking to other men, right? Or another man, but you're rejecting them. You're not giving them the time of day. He knows that you get men call you, or I mean call you, talk to you and flirt with you. He knows that. The only thing I see here from him, he's very worried, and he's not happy the fact that men talk to you, because like I said, he's jealous. And that's the same. I see the same shit over and over and over and over here. I don't know what more you want me to tell you. But I keep getting the same shit. But, I let you see me shuffle the cards and pull cards and things like that so you don't think that I'm, telling you what bullshit. This is why I like to be single. It's like, how am a woman telling me I can't even talk to another woman? Or they're jealous when I talk to another woman. I don't want to hear all that shit. Fuck that. I ain't got time for that shit. I've been through that shit my whole life, and I'm not doing that no more. If you want to be my woman, you gotta understand that flirting and talking shit is just a part of life. As long as it doesn't escalate and turn into an affair or cheating, then that's different. And there's limits to things. There's limits to that shit. So obviously you just don't do that shit and expect the person that you do don't do it to them either. But that's like me having a girlfriend right now of 2 years and we're very close and she lives with me and she walks through the door right now and she glances and says, "Oh, who the fuck is Maria?" She's talking about mucho besos and shit. We flirt with this Maria chick? Let me see what she looks like. If she does that, that's gonna turn me off. That's gonna make me feel like, you doubt me after all these years. Or you doubt me because I'm online talking to somebody that lives miles away from me. And then if she really reads it, she'll be like, thanks, Mark, for everything you do for me, blah, blah, blah. See what I'm saying? Things can just escalate just like that. Mark, for everything you do for me, blah, blah, blah. See what I'm saying? Things can just escalate just like that. That's why I'm glad nobody's walking through that door right now. Because I'd have to put up with that shit. I have to close the whole chat down so she don't see all them besos and hearts and shit. And then if she goes on my channel and sees the past few years of videos of all the bullshit and flirting that I do and talking shit to everybody, she probably say, "Nah, I can't deal with this guy." And then I'll tell her, "Look, I'm a single man. I can do what the fuck I want. But if I'm with you, I'm gonna be different, obviously, to a certain extent." You see what I mean? The only way his jealousy will affect your relationship is if you allow it to affect you. Because you already know you think it's cute when he's jealous. So if you're not mad when he's jealous, then that's a different story. And I'm sure you'll be jealous too if you saw him talking to another woman. I'm sure you would be. Because it's natural to just look at the person that we love talking to somebody else of the opposite sex and you're saying, what the fuck? What the fuck they doing talking over there, laughing and shit? Oh, yeah, you hugged? Oh, you guys hugged and shit? Next thing you know, they're just cousins or something. Or a long lost friend that ain't seen each other. Everybody get all worked up for nothing. Oh, good lord. You're welcome, Maria. Less you worry, the better it will be. As soon as you start worrying and worrying and worrying, then you bring that shit over towards you. Yeah, but that's okay. We're gonna have to talk to the opposite sex no matter what, you know? some people are very friendly, so they can come across as flirting, or they can come across. A lot of men and women think that, oh, because they get a hug by somebody, that the person loves them and likes them and shit. That's not necessarily the case. There's it could be just a person showing respect and like feelings in a different way, like how they would relate to people. Some people are just huggers and like flirters and shit talkers and stuff. But like people, people gotta understand that there's more to that. Like people get too uptight about things like that. That's one thing that I don't really do. I don't really care about that shit. I've never been, not really. I've never been a jealous person. When I see somebody talking to my girl, or if I'm with her, I'll be like, yeah, keep priming her up. I hope she gets so horny talking to you that she takes it out on me. Keep talking to her, bro. Keep telling her she's sexy as fuck. And if her man ain't doing it right, you're gonna come do it. Go tell her that. Please do. Try and take my girl down. If you take her, that means she ain't meant for me. You did me a favor. You got rid of a hoe for me. Good. But if she says, look, I got a man, his name's Mark, he's right over there looking at me right now. I love him to death. I'll never cheat on him. Go right ahead. I don't give a fuck. I told this story on here many times. When I was a DJ, my girlfriends always got jealous when a woman came up to me drunk. And I used to say, babe, look, this person is drunk. They told me to play a birthday song for them. Oh, but they were hugging you and she gave you a kiss. And I'm like, what you want me to do? Slap her with a CD? Throw a CD like a ninja star at her and kill her or something, or tell her fuck herself and ruin her whole night because you're a jealous person? Who fucking cares? Like I'm a DJ, sweetheart. Those things are gonna happen to me. What do you want me to do? Get a barricade and get security? No, no, you can't touch the DJ. Well, then you hire them and you spend the money to stay away from your boyfriend then. And she used to get all mad. Fucking bullshit. I hate that bitch. She always comes up to you and she knows that we go out and she wants to come up to you and give you a kiss and a hug. I said, well, one of the girls that she used to get mad about was like super fine, right? And her brother, her stepbrother, was my godson. So she would always come up to me and say, "Oh, Mark, thank you so much for being a good godfather to my step brother. I mean, and so thank you so much. He always talks about you as godpa Mark, blah blah blah." So she would just show me respect, right? And she was a lot younger than me anyway. I wasn't even looking at her like that. And she was just coming to me like when she saw me and give me a hug and sometimes a kiss on the cheek out of respect. It's like a Portuguese thing. They give the double kiss or whatever, or they just give it a sign of, a kiss on the cheek just to show respect to you. My girl, oh good lord. I hate that bitch. Every time she comes up to you and has to do that, like why? It has to be every single time. I said it's called respect, sweetheart. It's okay. I'm not fucking her. I don't want to. Well, I kind of want to, but I can't because I'm with you. But that's my mindset is never to cheat on anybody, and I won't. So if I weren't with you, I'd be, hopping on that shit right now. But if you keep acting up, I might have to. But I won't say that to her, obviously. But that's what I wanted to say to her sometimes. I'd be like, you know what? You want to be a fucking jealous bitch? I'm gonna go see her. Good boy. Sometimes I want to do it. I wanted to do it at the time, but jealousy is just annoying. Jealousy is like can ruin your relationship, and that's not a good thing. Best thing to do is just like you know understand that that's a way of life. You're gonna talk to the opposite sex every time. There's not gonna be a time where you're not going to. That's like you talk. Some people get jealous just talking to your sister or your mother or your brother or somebody else. My sister's ex-husband used to get mad at her because she would spend a lot of time with me. I'm like, I'm her brother for fuck's sake. I've known her my whole life. I fuck you. I don't give a shit if you get mad if I'm talking to your wife. Your wife is my sister, jackass. Like, I don't give a shit about you. And then he used to say, "Oh yeah, you spend too much time around here," and I'm like, "I was cold over here. The fuck you talking about?" The boys come over my house, and then I come over here when they call me, and you're telling me I'm spending too much time over here. But when you need me to do something, you'll call me, right? You fuck face. And now he's gone. Now we don't have to worry about him no more. My sister divorced his jealous ass. Fucking. And I'm not. And his recent woman left him too. Because nobody wants to deal with a fucking a jackass like that. Dan says, "I'm glad I'm not like that." That's right, Dan. You're a saint. You know. I don't get that much jealous. When I was younger, yes, but I'm able to control it a bit more now. I find it cute. Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing to worry about. The best thing is not to do what he does. Like, don't go back and forth with him about, oh, well, what about you and what about this and what about that. Sometimes it's just immature to like, everybody's adult. The thing is, I explain this a lot to a lot of people is when you're in a relationship, right? When you do get into a relationship and you're with somebody for a long period of time, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and beyond. When you go to work and that person goes to work, and then when you come home and that person comes home and you don't really see each other, you're not living with each other, you don't know what the hell each other's doing for real. You really don't. You really never know what each other's doing. And you could say to me, "Oh, Mark, babe, I'm gonna go with all my friends on a girls' night tonight." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna trust that you're going with a girls' night, right?" So if I trust you, I'm not gonna go see where you are, right? But if I don't trust you, I'm gonna go check. And what happens if that one time I go check and you're at a restaurant with some dude? And I say to myself, "Look at this fucking bullshit. I'm so glad I checked. Because this bitch is lying to me." Now that's different, right? You catch the person because you have that sense of, feeling like something's going on. But if you trust somebody so much, you won't even have to think about that. And it all depends if you've been fucked with in the past. Yeah, I say horse shit all the time. Fever, you said had an ex who would get jealous over me talking to a cat. They didn't like the fact the cat was more intelligent in conversations. Yeah, see, because we normally we would like our pets more than we like the person who we're dating. That becomes a problem too. That's when you know you have a jealous ass person on your around you. They don't even like you talking to the pets or a cat or anybody. Shit, you can talk. You can talk to like a granny in the grocery store and help her pick up her groceries after it fell, and she'll get jealous because you helped out her granny. And the granny was like, "Oh, Sonny, thank you so much for helping me." You were like, "Oh my God, did you have to like give a hug to that granny?" I was like, "Bitch, are you serious right now? You're jealous because I hugged a fucking 80-year-old woman pick up her groceries. Are you okay? You want me to check your temperature? The fuck is wrong with you, woman?" People are like that. They'll get jealous. They'll get jealous because you are in a job, because you're like your job is more than you hang out more at your job than you do with them. It's ridiculous how people act, man. It really is. It's pretty sad. But it's a way of life. It's just gonna happen. People are just weird like that. Yeah. People are weird, man. That's why I'm so glad I'm single. I'm not gonna lie, because being single is great. You don't have to worry about none of that bullshit. Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? Yes, I just got it. Thank you. You gave her 2 hugs and your number. See, why not? Holla at me. All right. Why hasn't UBS return my calls and messages? All right, Marilyn, you said, why hasn't UBS return your calls and messages? All right, let's see. Well, if you feel like this person, hey Joey, I'm doing good. How are you? Marilyn, if you feel that this person is upset with you for some reason or disappointed with you, that's probably why. Because what I'm getting here is disappointment, not willing to complete the task that was said or done. And this person also might think you have an ulterior motive by assisting them with something and wanting something back or trying to trick them. Like this person thinks you want to trick them or you have like some ulterior motive. So this person also thinks that whatever you want from them, it's a bad investment or a bad situation. Like this person doesn't really care for dealing with you. That's why they're not talking to you. So I don't think this person really likes you much, or they just don't really care to talk to you. And if that's not the case, then I would say that they're dealing with some bullshit with someone and they're very disappointed with somebody right now and they don't want to answer their phone or talk to anybody because they're going through a bad period in their life. So it could be either or. But I don't get much good stuff here at all, to be honest, Marilyn. I don't get nothing good here. I get that this person is obviously in trouble or they're like going through a time period right now where things are not good and they don't want to answer their phone or talk to anybody, or they just don't like you and not wanting to talk to you. So it could be both or one or the other. So if you feel like this person likes you and they're cool, then you know. Okay, well if she's a good friend of yours, she probably doesn't want to talk because she's very disappointed and heartbroken right now. So that's probably why this person isn't returning your message. But let me see if they're going to return your messages. Let me see. I believe they will reach out to you eventually. It might be between now and the weekend. So I would say the next couple of days, I believe they will reach out. But right now, I don't think they're gonna reach out right away. So I don't know how long you've been like waiting for them to reach out, but if it's been a few days already, it's gonna be a few more days before they reach out. Because they gotta find the strength to like tell you everything or to talk to you about everything. Yeah, if it's been a couple days, it's probably going to be until the weekend when they contact you. Because today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday here right now. But yeah, I feel like by the weekend, they're going to have the strength to tell you, you know. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. So yeah, that's what I get. So I don't think the person hates you. I just feel like they're disappointed. They don't want to tell you what's going on. which is understandable. Some people just don't want to say stuff. It's life. It's a pain in the ass. Some people are willing to talk to you all day, every day, and some people don't want to talk at all. It's how it goes. All right, let me catch up with Jody, my brownie twin. Thursday is your bring date to bingo. Oh, nice. And bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo. I remember singing that song in school. That shit was so annoying. You're good. Very warm in the city today. Yeah, it's been super hot here. It's 90 degrees today, tomorrow, the next day, and so forth. And it definitely feels like 90 degrees, that's for sure. It's fucking annoying. All right, you saw your dentist today. His daughter is now a dentist, and it's a father-daughter dental team. Oh, that's cool. That's so nice. That's nice when like your children become who you are. That's nice. Clean teeth and a happy dentist. That's good. Yeah, you need a brownie. I had a brownie today. My sister made brownies before she went on her trip yesterday to make sure we had something. $430 a 90-minute visit. Oh hell no. That's fucking everything's so expensive. I can't believe how expensive everything is. Even if you have insurance, you still gotta pay. It's like there's very seldom that you don't have to pay even if you have insurance. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's crazy how everything is. It's too expensive. Yep. Life of living in this world today. Hey Lucky, welcome back. How'd it go? Yeah, Dan, just keep your head up, brother. It could be worse. That's how you gotta look at it. I always tell everybody that, it always could be worse. And everybody's like, worse than what I got, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, calm down. Maybe I shouldn't have said that to you because you don't understand that. I used to say that. I say that to my sister, and she'd be like, yeah, well, I want something simple. I don't want to deal with this fucking shit. I'm like, all right, calm down, sweetheart. Take it easy. It's not the end of the world. So we're all here, right? Good. Do you know that I went to the grocery store today and it was two pieces of filet mignon, like two pieces of tenderloin, and it was $47 and 21 cents for two pieces of like probably 6 ounce fillets in on a package. 47.21. I looked at it like this. I said, "Damn, it looks good." Looked at the price and I was like, "Yeah, you can stay right there." Like, hell, am I taking you anywhere? No, no. I ain't spending all that money. Shit. If you go to a restaurant, it's gonna be even worse. Yep. That's why I don't really eat red meat too much these days because it's too expensive. I can't justify paying all that money for a steak. Hell no. I'd rather wait till September and buy a $60 lobster that's gonna feed me and my sister together. Fuck that. Hell no. No, no. I'm saving my money for September when lobster season kicks back in. I'll be going there to get lobsters. I'll be eating lobster every weekend, like I did when the season was on. I can wait. It's cool. I'd rather eat lobster than steak anyway, so I'm good. I don't know, Dad. It looked like it was starting to change color, so it probably was there for maybe 2 days or so. But the date on it was for tomorrow. It says best before the 16th or 17th, I think it said. And I was like, I'm not buying that shit. It already looked like it's turned colors. It looked darker than what it was. Oh, okay, Joey. Well, at least that's good. You should get the money back or write it off in your taxes. Yeah. Yeah, Lucky. The retrograde starts this week, but everybody's already feeling the effects of it for sure. I always tell everybody there's a retrograde every day. Me dealing with dumbass people. That's the retrograde right there. There's a lot of dumb people in the world. I tell you that right now. And it ain't gonna get any better. It's probably gonna get worse. I'm cleaning my cards, by the way, if you guys want to know. My cards get dirty and I take like a little clothes peg thing and I take the little black spots off of it. And then I put it on the ground next to me and then I vacuum it all up. I've done it before on here a few times. While I talk, I can do it at the same time. You thought about traveling for your birthday in April. The cost of everything around the globe made me think stay home and save your money. Yep. Well, everybody's mad at me because I haven't gone on a vacation or a trip in 5 years. And I said, don't be mad at me because I'm happy at my bank account. I said, my bank account looks beautiful right now because I don't go on trips every year, twice, 3 times a year. Because going on trips is not cheap anymore. It's ridiculous. And you pay you pay like if you want to go away and you're staying in an Airbnb or a hotel, the average is $300 a night for a decent place. So if I go for 7 nights, that's $2,100 just to go out there and live out there. That's like paying fucking rent for the whole month in a week. Hell no. I'm not paying all that money to go to no damn hotel or no Airbnb for no $300 a night or more. No, no, no. And then the plane ticket's like $700. Then you have to pay for food. Then you got to pay for like your, stuff that you buy. And then when I come through Bermuda Customs, they want to charge me 33% of everything that I bought. Man, are you fucking kidding me? Hell no. If I want something that bad that Bermuda doesn't have, I'm ordering it online from Amazon or somewhere and I'll bring it in and I'll save money that way. And that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. I'm not going nowhere to spend all that money. That ain't happening. I used to be like a travel freak. I used to go all over the place. I used to travel 3 times a year, spend all this money. And now that I stopped for 5 years, which is a miracle, I absolutely love it because I have more money in my account and I can just order whatever I feel like I want and then I save money by not going away and doing it myself. Hell no. I find that the last 10 years it's been too expensive to travel. Way too expensive. It's like ridiculous. Now, you want to give me a free trip, I'll go. But if you ain't give me no free trip, I ain't going nowhere. Fuck that. And see, I have no choice but to get on a plane or a boat because I can't drive to the United States. You know, there's all water around Bermuda. I can't go nowhere. I wish I lived in the States or Canada or somewhere where I can drive all over the damn country. That'd be nice. Well, lucky, they might do it still, you know? Sometimes things don't have a time frame, but you never know. Yeah, exactly. Especially where you live, Joey, because you have to convert the money and you have to pay way more extra for it. So living where you are, the dollar's very low. So by the time you go pay for that, then it's like you're spending all your damn life savings just to go away. Fuck that. Hell no. Yeah, there you go. People always tell me when I go away, you live in Bermuda, Mark, why the hell you come out to Boston for? And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like I live in paradise, yes, to you, but I don't give a shit. Like, I want to go away somewhere else. I'm sick and tired of being here. We could trade spots if you want. You know. Maria, why you gotta be a pain in the ass for? I ain't dealing with you. Come back tomorrow when you wake up. Leave me alone. You been in Europe? Yeah, there you go, Lucky. Keep blessing yourself. Been in Europe most times. Travel can work cheaper than rent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Now with me living here in Bermuda, rent is the average rent is 2 grand a month. So if I'm going away to Boston, for example, there's not a there's not that many decent hotels that you're gonna get for less than $300 a night. So for 7 days, that's $2,100. So that's like what somebody pays for rent here. So what's the sense? So that means I gotta pay my rent and go away and have an extra two, three, four, $5,000 just to go away and have a good time. And then I gotta come back and spend another couple $1,000 just for my rent and my bills. So you're gonna need like an average of $8,000 to $10,000 for a month where you have to pay all your bills ahead of time and go away on a trip to enjoy yourself for a week, just a week. But if you're gonna stay at a friend's house or a family's house and for free, that's different, right? But like for somebody, I'm talking about for people who actually want to go and live in a hotel and don't have no other place to go. You can get a place for like $100, but it's a shithole. So even if you go for $100 a night, right, you're still gonna spend $700 for the week, and that's a quarter of your rent anyway. Or you can just stay home and like Joey said, think that you're in an exotic place, but it's crazy. You want to see pictures of Dan in a hula hoop? Yeah, they're still trying to get pictures of me in speedos. I gotta hold the conversation. I gotta read for it. This pain in the ass aggravate me. I talk to hear myself every day. I swear I do. You looked at Paris for 7 days, 2,200 for my room, and same amount to fly. Yeah, see, that's crazy. Like thousands of dollars for to just to go to just to travel, and I never remember it being that much like that. Hell no. You gotta be rich to travel these days, or just have like you know. Damn. I've wondered that. I've wondered that too. Dan, good question. Yeah, that's true too, Lucky. All right, let me see what this pain in the ass has to deal with here. Hey Tanya, how you doing? Well, Maria, what I get here is because he's worried and because he feels like things aren't complete with his life. The only thing I see getting better is the communication between you and him. He's going to communicate more. You're going to communicate. You're both going to have fun communicating with each other. You're going to maintain peace with each other. You're going to feel like things are more balanced, more like firm, more courtesy for each other, calling a truce about the jealousy and the bullshit that you have in each other's lives. But as far as things getting even better, as far as like you guys being closer and being like advancing more, no, because he still has doubts and suspicions. He still has doubts, he still has suspicions, that he still thinks that, these shady ass guys are gonna come to you and make him jealous. He still thinks like things like that will happen. But as far as like, communication, I still see that being a good thing in the best thing I see in your relationship in the coming weeks is communication. Talking to each other, you know, delivering messages to each other, talking to each other a lot, advancing, making plans, things like that. But there's still a lot of doubt in his mind about, how far the relationship is going to keep going because he has to be reassured all the time about, whether or not some guy is going to take you away from him. Maybe you have to go get a chastity belt and give him the key or something. I don't know. Or like wear a body cam everywhere you go, even when you go sleep, so it can reassure him that you ain't doing nothing. But I don't see anything juicy or forward movement in a way you want it. But the best thing I see here is communication and maintaining peace with each other. No arguing, no bad shit. I don't see you guys arguing or getting into any bad arguments. It's just more his insecurities and worry, and your worry too, obviously. But it doesn't matter. You can tell him the truth all he wants, all you want, because he has to believe that truth. It's up to him to believe it. You know, if he believes the truth, then that'll be great. But he's still gonna have that doubt in the back of his mind. You know. So at the end of the day, I don't see anything like bad, but it's gonna stay the way it is for the next couple weeks or a month or two. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing else to see. The cards ain't gonna tell me what your fantasies are and what you want him to do. It's all about his past haunting him for a long time until he gets over it. But like I said, I've been telling you all week that the situation with his baby mama, the steps, the son, you know, people making him jealous, all those things are frustrating him, but also, if you keep reassuring him that nothing's happening and not get mad at him and slap him or something, then you're good to go. But like I said, the communication is going to be great, and communication is the key to trust and to everything else. So I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I don't think I don't think he's gonna say to you, you know, I'm gonna move in with you and we're gonna be together or happy forever and ever. Because he has to completely trust you 100%. And even if he was living with you right now and he knew that guy Jeff was talking shit to you, you gotta come home and listen to that bullshit every day. I'm gonna go sleep in the spare bedroom because you were talking to Jeff today. You love him, you don't like me. So it ain't gonna matter. I told you 1,001 times. All you gotta do is communicate, be loving, kind, and caring. It's not rocket science. And just do what you gotta do. Hey Virgo, welcome back, sweetheart. I'm still dealing with your pain in the ass, Maria friend. She's still paranoid as usual, still being a pain in my ass. That's why I'm glad you're Maria Virgo, love. She's Maria P. Maria pain in the ass. I can tell this woman every day, right? And she still don't listen. My number one, look, and she's got number one on her thing now. Look, it's purple number one. Look, number one pain in the eye. She can't see Spirit put the number one crown on her. Look, you passed out. Oh, okay, you got phone slap. So what you're trying to say is my voice made you go sleep. That's my fault. I'll take the blame for you getting phone slapped then. Or you fell asleep during Maria's saga. You be like, fuck, this woman's in here again talking about this damn Walter boy. Man, I'm single over here. I'm gonna fucking sleep, man. You know, Virgo woke up and she be like, Mark, still on this fucking reading? How long was I asleep? Wipe the drool over the side of your mouth. All right, I'm gonna sleep. Fuck this shit. You're welcome, Maria. No problem, sweetheart. I got you. I know. You're awesome too, even though you're a pain in my ass, but it's cool. Best is Maria. I hope you have a great week with Walter and yourself, and I hope everything, the kiddos and everybody's good. And Maria Virgo, love, good seeing you. Glad you woke up. Now you gotta put your phone on charge and go sleep. You're welcome. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Lucky says I'm such an Aquarius. You know how it is. You know what, Joey? We don't have wasps here, but we have damn bees here, and the bees have been all over the damn pool. I had to actually kill a couple bees this week because they were aggravating me so much they wouldn't get away from me in the pool. And they would come up to me and I'd be like, yeah, you fuckers, you're gonna die today. I don't like killing bees and all that, but I had to get rid of a few of them. They were aggravating the shit out of me. And I don't want to get stung by them either. I shoot them off with the water hose and they kept coming back and I'm like, yeah, all right. I gave you your warning. Now it's time to go night night forever. If Maria and Walter had a sitcom, what would be the title? Uh, I would say I don't know. That's I don't know. That's hard to say. I think that they would be a part of the Young and the Restless. What's up, baby? You good? My dog's getting into her bed. Yeah. Joey Diamond's here for you. You say hi, Diamond? Yeah. Joey says hi. She's like, look, bro, I'm gonna sleep. Maria Virgo, you said work's been crazy, and the Lexi girl keeps eyeballing me since yesterday. It's getting on my nerves. Jonathan's little girlfriend. Oh shit. Oh, she be looking at you thinking that she wishes she was you. I keep telling you that. They be looking at you saying, Jonathan used to date this girl. Shit. She be looking better than me. She be fine as fuck, you know? Yeah, she's worse because it bothers her. Jonathan probably called your fucking name out one night. She'd be like, who'd you say? Maria? Who the fuck's Maria? No, I didn't say Maria. I was singing this song. Oh, Maria, Maria. It's in my head. It's in my head. It's nothing to do with Maria. They be just jealous, Virgo. That's how it is. The restless crazy. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Well, you should next time she talks to you, or next time she looks at you and eyeballs you, you say, "Can I help you? You got something to say to me, or what?" You know. Yeah, I know you try to avoid. You know what you gotta tell her? You gotta do what I do. You gotta say, "Hey, take a picture. It lasts long if you really want to stare at me." That's what I. When somebody stares at me, I said, "Hey, you all right over there?" And they go, "Yeah, yeah." I say, "You're staring at me." Oh, I'm sorry. No, no, don't be sorry. Look, I'll give you permission. Take a picture of me. You want a selfie too, so that way you can, zoom in and see me all day and all fucking night if you want. I'll even give it to you for free. You like looking at me that much? Take a fucking picture. It lasts longer, and then they'll leave you alone. And if they don't, that means they really like you. Tell them you want an autograph too, or give it to you. The odd couple. I know. Have you been looking like sexy at work lately? Have you changed anything on your body, Virgo? Have you changed anything? Did you get a new tattoo or something, or are you showing more cleavage? Is your ass fatter now? You know? Okay, well, yeah, maybe they just like you. You're a natural beauty, so they're probably looking at you saying, this damn woman don't even get older. She be looking the same. You're like, biatch. I tell you, people just hate, They just like hating on you. I want to check though. I want to check for you. New Victoria's Secrets. Well, what the cards say here is that they feel like they feel like you are they think that you're happy and they want to know why. You know? They probably saying to themselves, "What the hell? Like, why is this woman coming to work every day and she seems happy? She don't seem bothered. She's not trying to get revenge on anybody. She's not being vengeful. She's not, malicious or, she's not like a bad tempered person. She keeps to herself. So it's almost like they're wondering why you don't react, why you don't say something. Like they expect you to have difficulties, but you don't. And they're wondering like, why you're so cool, calm, and collective and you don't give a shit. Maybe like they want something to be wrong, but there is nothing wrong. Or they're trying to find something wrong. Or maybe they just don't know anything about you and they want to know. That's what the card is telling me. So, you see what I'm saying? So that could be it too. Ah, see, so that's what it is then. They just don't know what you're doing and they're wondering like what's going on in your life. Are you having difficult times? When a person is silent and don't say nothing, it's worse for everybody. People like people who love attention and want your attention. If you don't give them your attention, they're like, "Nee, nee, 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 nee." So if you don't do that shit, then they're probably saying, why the fuck this person's not trying to get my attention? Like fuck you. Like why I want to know if you're mad or I want to know if you're like, you're pissed off. I want to know if you got a man. Or I want to know who liked your fucking TikToks. Hey, I liked your TikTok the other day, so they might be looking at my profile. Who the fuck is Marky Mark? Oh, this motherfucker. That's cool. They can come look at me. They can give me a view. So that's what it is, Maria, and that's good. You always got to keep them talking. If they're talking about you and staring at you, that's a good thing. That means you're fucking important. It happens to me every day. There's probably people in here right now staring at me and wishing bad shit on me, but it ain't gonna happen though. So I don't really give a fuck what anybody thinks. They can kiss my ass. Hope your lips are big enough. That's all. That's how we all gotta be. Just live our lives and not worry about what these people think. If they're staring at you, it's because you sexy. That's all. They probably wish they looked like you. That's all. They wonder why you're so happy. If they want to know, tell them that it's because you ain't got to deal with them. See, at least Joey admitted that she's staring at me and saying, I need ice cream and a brownie. Yeah, see. They can wipe and swipe then, you know. They gotta wipe their tears and the drool out of their mouth and then they swipe. They wipe and swipe. So, you had it right. You had it right there. Virgo, I wouldn't even worry about them. I know you don't worry about them, but try not to like even give them the time of day. Fuck all of them. And with the retrograde coming up, and we're in like the pre part of it, there's gonna be more bullshit to come. And as long as there's people in the world, there's always gonna be a percentage of people who don't like you, want to see you fail. They want to see why you're the way you are. People used to tell me all the time that I'm a mystery. And I'm like, I'm a mystery? I said, what the fuck you think this is? Murder She Wrote or something? I said, there ain't no mystery to me. Oh, yeah, because, nobody knows what you do. I said, good. If nobody knows what I do, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care if you don't know what I do. That's a good thing. I don't want you to know what I do. Because what I do is none of your damn business. Do you tell me what you do every day? What you want me to do? Tell you that I take a shit, I wake up in the morning, drink coffee and eat breakfast and then I go to work and then I come back home and then I eat lunch and then I go back out again and I go get gas for my vehicle and then I come home and talk to my nephew and then I talk to my mom. You want me to tell you everything about my damn life? Ain't no fucking mysteries around here. Yeah. I need to buy some ice cream and some brownies. That sounds good. My mom made pound cake, and I still have like 2 or 3 pieces left. Yeah, exactly. What you see is what you get. What you want me to do? Cry about my life or something? But that's what it is, Virgo. They just want to know why you're probably calm and cool and come to work every day. You ain't got no stress. You ain't talking about anything. People get mad because they want to know like if your life is shit or not like theirs. People have problems, man. They just can't just leave people alone and let people live their lives the way they should. But it's life. Hold on a second. My nephew is texting me. Give me a second. All right. Let me see here. Just give me a second, guys. I gotta get something for my nephew real quick. But it's amazing how many people like worry about someone else's life more than they worry about their own. It's like people are always like, "Oh, I wonder what they're doing," or "I wonder who they're with," or "I wonder what they're doing." I never wonder about what anybody's doing. If you tell me, then I'll listen. But I'm not gonna go out there and be a private investigator and worried about what the fuck you're doing with your life. I could care less. No one gives a shit. I honestly and truly don't care. already don't. I already don't. Alright, I'm almost finished what I had to do for my nephew real quick. You need to go to Ice Cream Anonymous, yes. Alright, Virgo, good seeing you. Yeah, get some sleep. Get some beauty sleep tonight. So that way you look even better tomorrow. So that way they'll be like, damn it. I don't know what's wrong, but I want to see this woman have some pain and some suffering, but she keeps coming to work looking good, smelling good. She over there smiling and shit, eating her lunch, minding her business. I wonder who she's talking to right now. Oh, she's talking to some damn guy, Marky Mark's terrible. Shit. People are whack as fuck, man. They just. I don't understand people anymore. They be worrying about too much fucking people. Too much bullshit. I gotta screenshot something, so don't get worried. I gotta screenshot something to give to my nephew. My nephew just texted me and said, "Hey, bro, can you get me a iTunes card?" And I said, "Okay, cool. I'll get you one." So I have to give him like the code thing. Okay, cool. All right. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and he's probably playing games and listening to music, being a pain in the ass. All right. All right. Got that. Bang. All right. Cool. Good to go. All right. Got him sorted out. Ben and Jerry's. I like Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That's so good. One of my favorite ice creams has to be pistachio ice cream. Pistachio ice cream is like one of the best ice creams for me. And chocolate ripple. I like both, but I if I had a choice, I like pistachio ice cream. It tastes really good. And chocolate ripple is really good too. Yeah, my mom loves pistachio ice cream. My dad's a vanilla ice cream guy. He don't really like chocolate too much. But me and my mom, we love pistachio ice cream and mint chip. Sometimes I'll eat Rocky Road every now and again. Every now and then I'll eat it if I'm in the mood for it. Exactly. There you go, Joe. You mix it around and it becomes chocolate. I haven't really had ice cream that much lately. The last time I had ice cream was probably about a week ago, and I it was like one of those the mini drumsticks, where like it's the cone and the ice cream and the nuts and the chocolate thing all over it. My nephew brought some home because he went shopping with his mom, and then he says, "Hey, Uncle Mark, you want one of these mini drumsticks?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take one." Yeah, it does. I remember we used to do that back in the day. We used to swish it all around, and we used to like drink it like a milkshake. I did the same thing, Joey. Me and my youngest sister used to do that all the time. My nephews, the two that live with me here, they love milkshakes. They have a milkshake every week, guaranteed. I used to like milkshakes back in the day, but not anymore. I'm not really been like that type of person to deal with that. Did I just see what I thought I saw? There ain't no way. What in the world? What the hell is Marley doing live at midnight? The fuck? Is tomorrow a holiday or something? What's this woman doing live at midnight? She is live too. What the fuck? This woman's tripping. She be bullshit. Look, she said she fell asleep. I told her, did you pee your bed? No, 12:54. All right, guys, I'm gonna log off of here and go see Marley. All right, guys, come over to Marley's Terror if you want to come over and chat with us. I'll see you guys over there.